Hello, my name is Dustin Christensen. This is a presentation on Oakwood Unified School District cost savings analysis. The problem, the governor came down and issued a statewide 5% reduction in state funding. However, Oakwood Unified School District at the beginning of the year proposed a 5% salary increase to its staff. The parents came to the board meeting upset because as a superintendent, I had a committee and we looked at transportation of students, after school athletic programs, possibly cutting a music program. With that said, maybe we will reconvene our committee and relook at other cost saving solutions, which may include custodial. There are there are companies out that we can outsource. The current salary for custodian salaries and benefits is this amount. A proposal from a privatized firm listed the cost at $770,776. This would indicate a savings of approximately $205,000. Most of this can be attributed to savings in benefits. The saving model includes reducing to a single day custodian at the elementary, middle, and possibly high school buildings. Which this means the current school custodians we have can just transfer into the privatized in our contract, and they get paid through that company. Another thing is to look at food. Currently, the food service department runs a deficit of $179,000 if all benefit costs are billed to the department. If we look at privatization firm estimates, they can reduce costs and increase profitability and participation, such as that the food service department will be self-sustaining. Cost reduction accounting for $53,000 and profitability increase accounting for $130,000. The main drivers for this increase in participation would be increase in meals and a la carte offerings. This is a potential savings from food costs that were more difficult to estimate, but could bring in additional cost savings of as much as the 5%. As in this case, with all privatization, the impact of unemployment needs to be considered. The cost could be as high as $193,000 for the first year and $96,000 for the second. But in the long run, it'll save the district money because we're not paying the benefits. Recommendation: continue to explore outsourcing food and custodial service for future fiscal years in which the contract states they will employ our current food and custodial staff. Seek additional proposals as required by regulations. Select most best proposal for school committee approval. Another look at is like we had on our list is transportation. Potential savings is $55,000. The district is currently and continuously looking at software or consultants that can help us move effectively, prepare our routes with the goal of increasing our ridership percent. Looking at the school with the highest ridership numbers, if we were to take the total student population and book the buses at 100% capacity, we could be able to reduce 3 buses. Reducing a single bus on a 2-run schedule would result in cost savings of $62,000. Oakwood District still needs to plan this out to see what the impact to walking distance and rider time will be. This information will be coming at a future meeting to address the actual feasibility of this plan. Option 2 for transportation, charge a bus fee for those inside the 1.5 mile reimbursable radius. There are 370 students who live within 1.5 miles of their school. We charge $200 fee for those students to ride. We could raise as much as $75,000. Reducing a single bus on a 2-run schedule would result in a cost savings of $62,000. $18,000 after reimbursement is backed out. Option 3. If the district were to move the high school start time back, it's possible we would be able to switch to a 2-bus run a day. Assuming the same number, this would save the district $52,000, 15 after 70% reimbursement. This plan would require a great amount of time examining the routes and changes to ridership time. If there were ways to keep ridership time similar by combining bus stops and increasing walking distance to stops. As a recommendation, reduce high school bus runs as high schoolers can drive, reduce to 2 bus runs, implement bus fee for fiscal year 2021 and 2022, arrange for assistance with designing most effective bus runs, and reduce number of buses wherever possible, ensure meeting 75% assigned ridership required to receive reimbursement. If the district moved to high school start time back, this would help us save $15,000. Some other cost saving solutions is looking at selling or leasing surplus properties, align building use processes and charge with neighboring systems, sell advertisement space in buildings and bus district publications and website, further reduce utility costs by unplugging electronics on weekends, and consider student calendar, a possible 4-day school week. On a side note, as a teacher who has worked at a 4-day school week, it is a cost savings solution, and from a teacher side, it is really effective on the teacher side because we can contract and have teachers come in on Fridays, but students, we don't have to bus students, we don't have to feed students on Fridays. It's just a nice extra day that is flexible for teachers to utilize for planning purposes. This is my presentation. Thank you.